Everyone, it's me, Julie O'Connell. I'm coming on here just to do this live tonight. I want to talk to you about Scientology. Scientology is a human trafficking cult, any way, shape, or form, any way you look at it. Mike Brown, his mother, left Scientology. Scientology stole $166,000 of her Social Security money. Mike Brown's mother also was denied medical care that she needed for her heart condition. Scientology is a horrible human trafficking cult. It enables the Scientologists to abuse their children, to essay their children. Danny Masterson was a convicted sexual assaultist. He sexually assaulted 3 Jane Does. And there's more victims that have come out and have come forward. They are harassed and fair gamed on a daily basis. Chrissy Carnell-Bixler, who is Jane Doe 3, her dogs were poisoned by the hands of Scientology. Scientology traffics children from state to state and country to country. David Miscavige is the chairman of the board. He runs all of Scientology. And if anything doesn't go his way, he has been known to beat up his staff. It is a proven fact. Multiple individuals have come out and spoken about how David Miscavige has beaten his staff up. What I don't like is Toddy Winskip lying and saying that Scientology isn't all bad. Scientology is bad. Spanky Taylor, who was John Travolta's publicist at the time, after her daughter was born, she was put into one of these nurseries. Her daughter had developmental delays, and when she went to go see her daughter, she was laying in her own filth. Her eyes were crusted over with gunk. She was very ill when Spanky Taylor found her. This is one of the reasons why Spanky Taylor left the Church of Scientology. There are many abuses within Scientology. They force people to disconnect from family members if they are speaking out about the Church of Scientology. Scientology is a human trafficking cult, regardless of what you think about it. I feel their tax-exempt status needs to be taken away. This is just my personal opinion. Toddy Winskip not only has doxed people, she has harmed others. She has brought known trolls into this community, like Mrs. J, who is absolutely vile, who supports the fake SPTV Foundation. There are things that have come out that have proven Aaron's innocence in everything. And I've seen the videos of what happened with him and Juliana Cohen. She did a LeBron James flop into the side of CVS. That's how her head got hurt. It had nothing to do with Aaron. So we just need to be mindful and come together and start supporting the people that are actually fighting the Church of Scientology. I support my friends 100%. And the fact that Toddy Winskip is spewing so much hate and is finding joy in the fact that Aaron Smith Levin is in jail, where he just missed his daughter's friend's funeral. Victor passed away from his brain injury in the hospital. He was hit by a car while riding his bicycle. No parent should have to bury a child, and especially right before the holidays. My heart goes out to that family because they are grieving right now. It's just horrible. We feel like, I feel like people need to start having a little bit more sympathy for others instead of trashing other people's names. We can all come together and fight the way that we want to. I cannot protest in my state because it's a two-party state. And there are many states that are like that. You have to be in the area of the public in order to film. So, but Scientology has trafficked children from state to state. Look at Miriam Frances. She was forced to be sent back with her abuser in England while her mother was in LA doing commissioned work for L. Ron Hubbard. And Mike Rinder was the main reason why this happened. Mike Rinder knew more than what he was saying. And he never explained those documents that he gave the FBI. That's why they claimed the statutes of limitation had run out. He didn't bother to offer any advice on that. And many people view Mike Rinder as a saint. I mean, yes, he did a lot to expose Scientology, but he could have done more to help some of the child victims within the Church of Scientology, like Serge Delmar, like Miriam Frances, like many others. There are people that are being doxxed right now by Toddy. And I don't believe Toddy one skip at all. She is a horrible human being. Toddy is a horrible human being. She has done nothing but try to divide this ex-Scientology community instead of really looking at all the facts that have been coming out about the Church of Scientology. Scientology is a human trafficking cult, and I will support my friends 100%. I support Liz Gale. I support Kelly Copter. I support Marilyn Koenig because she survived her own cult based off of Christianity. There are many high control groups within our country, and many high control groups isolate the members. And isolate the members to make them feel like, oh, their thoughts aren't valid. When, like Jenna Miscavige said, anytime they got any joy, it was taken away from them. She basically said no to Scientology when they wanted to take her cell phone away. She said absolutely not. Scientology does everything in its power to control their members and to make them feel gaslit all the time. They're either in fight or flight mode all the time. The brainwashing is so severe within Scientology. They say that E-meter reconstructs the brain waves in the brain because it's a lie detector test. It stimulates something to make you in a more suggestible state. Scientology is a human trafficking cult. Poor Serge Delmar, he was trafficked as a child from Mexico and brought to this country and served in the Church of Scientology in LA and in Clearwater, Florida, where he was an auditor. So, Scientology is a human trafficking cult, and I would not wish my children or anyone's children to be in that organization. On a lot of the videos that Aaron Smith Levin has done, you could clearly see a lot of children going into the Church of Scientology. Scientology does traffic children and does cover up SA in children. It's a proven fact. Why do you think Serge Delmar, Jenna Miscavige, and Aaron Smith Levin and one of the Jane Does was sitting at the LAPD commissioner's meeting talking about CANRA, the Child Abuse Neglect Reporting Act? These things all need to happen. Scientology is crumbling. There's maybe 30 to 20,000 members left in the world. The only reason why they keep going is because they have the members that donate millions and millions of dollars to the Church of Scientology. And Scientology has their tax-exempt status because the IRS caved to all the lawsuits that were being brought forth to them. We need to start coming together and speaking our truths and speaking our truths the way that we want to speak it. I know the abuses that go on in Scientology. I've seen the videos. I've seen the people that were abused in Scientology. And yes, some of the upper level executives have covered up crimes that they did in the Church of Scientology. Many people don't realize that. And they basically say a child is an adult in a child-sized body because it's a thetan. They don't believe in children. They believe children as adults in tiny little bodies. This is why Scientology is so harmful. And I am speaking the facts about Scientology. Scientology has a fair gaming policy where it basically states to destroy your critics utterly. And they have done that. They used to follow Ron Miscavige. That was Ron Miscavige Sr., which was the father of David Miscavige. They even had PIs on him, and one day he was clutching his chest so that his phone wouldn't fall out. They thought he was having a heart attack. And when the PIs got in touch with David Miscavige said basically, let him die. If it's his time to go, it's his time to go. So he's basically giving instructions to the PIs not to save his father. This is what Scientology does, and this is where most of their money goes to. The private investigators that follow people, the private investigators who steal people's trash, private investigators who rig cameras up. When Mike Rinder was moved to Clearwater, Florida, there was a bird feeder that had a camera pointed right at his house. It was all discussed on Leah Remini in the aftermath. There are many things that have come out because of Leah Remini in the aftermath. However, Louis Garcia and Aaron Smith Levin founded the Aftermath Foundation. So, we support people who are trying to leave the Church of Scientology. If you are under the radar and you want to leave Scientology, the sptv.org can help you. They can help you land on your feet. They can help you get your rent money or whatever you need to leave the Church of Scientology. People there are caring, and I know they just want to do everything right to get you out of Scientology. People in the real world are not bad as they seem. We are just here to help. We are here to help you leave the Church of Scientology. These TikToks, though, with the orgs, they are lying through their teeth about the abuses of Scientology. Please go follow Jenna Miscavige on her TikTok channel. She has been blowing up on TikTok and speaking the truth and about the abuses that she suffered while she was in the cadet org. Jamie Mustard was also born into the cadet org, and he was in one of those nurseries, and he was kept in those filthy conditions. They were bathed maybe once a week, and they were dipped in the same dirty water. That means every single baby was dipped in poop water. They were covered in their own feces and their own urine. And they didn't get very much touch. In the outside world, family is everything. But in Scientology, it destroys families. There's a huge cover-up by David Miscavige saying it's family-oriented. It is not family-oriented. Scientology destroys families. And Scientology is all bad. Regardless of what anyone else tells you, I know the true horrors that have happened within the Church of Scientology. I did watch Leah Remini in the aftermath. There's a lot of things that happened during Leah Remini in the aftermath to expose some of these abuses. And one of the episodes that was gonna air on Leah Remini in the aftermath was gonna expose Danny Masterson for the person that he is. He sexually assaulted and forcibly sexually assaulted these women. And he was convicted of it. Now he's trying to appeal his conviction again. Scientology is a horrible human trafficking cult. And it needs to end. And it needs to come down. And it is a sinking ship. The Apollo, they no longer have that ship, but they do have the Free Ones. And the Free Ones, if you look at it, it looks like a rusting hulk of a ship. It was apparently dry docked being repaired. Hopefully they'll take it out of commission forever. Because that ship is a ship of horrors. It's not fun and relaxation like what they describe. They've locked children in the engine room, cleaning up grease and sucking in those fumes. They locked an 8-year-old child in one of those engine rooms, and people could hear him screaming for help. It's a horrible human trafficking cult. So thank you and have a great night. Just enjoy your family and friends. This is the eve before Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people are probably going to be away. I just wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family and friends. Take time for yourself. Tidy One Skip, what you are doing is full of lies. You have lied about Scientology. You don't know the facts. And you just spread hate wherever you go, and it's not okay. And you try to bring trolls into our community and try to divide us further. But guess what? It's only making us stronger. Thank you and have a great night. Enjoy your family and friends.